Hey guys, it's Tasha from One Big Happy Life on behalf of the Financial Diet, and this is the Lifestyle Fix, brought to you by Wealthsimple. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 7 things that you should purge from your closet right now. We spend the overwhelming majority of our lives wearing clothing. It's what we're in when we go out there and present ourselves to the world, so it makes sense to want a wardrobe that makes you feel like your best self. Our personal style is something that's always evolving, so it can be really easy to find yourself with a closet full of items that no longer reflect who you are today or that actually add joy to your daily life. The very first step in creating a curated wardrobe that meets your wants and needs today is to clear out items that are no longer serving you. Take the time to assess each item of clothing in your wardrobe to see which items are working and which aren't and why. You can then use this knowledge and future lifestyle fix videos to help you create a wardrobe that you love. So let's talk about the things that you should purge from your closet right now. Number 1, anything that doesn't fit. As someone whose weight has fluctuated over the years, especially after having kids, I'm not a stranger to the idea of having a pair of gold jeans or a gold bathing suit. Having an item of clothing that you're working towards fitting into as part of your health and fitness goals can be really motivating, but it can also have a negative impact on your body image and your wardrobe. Whether it's a habit of purchasing clothes that are just a hair too small because you know you'll get there eventually, or holding on to things that stopped working for your body a long time ago, keeping things that don't fit in your closet puts you in a constant state of before, where you're focused on what you want to be instead of appreciating who you are right now. It's really hard to love the skin you're in when part of you is constantly pining away for a different version of you. Instead of letting those gold jeans take up valuable space in your closet, find a pair that accentuates your body in all of its current awesomeness. As time passes and you start hitting those health and fitness goals, you can reward yourself with a few new pieces that work for your body at its new size. Number 2, clothing from a different life phase. Whether it's the too short, too tight bodycon clubbing outfits from college or your ride or die high school mascot sweats, we all have a tendency to keep things in our closet that no longer match with the phase of life that we're currently in. So mine was a velvet mini dress with glitter vines along the hem. Trust me, it was super cute at the time. It was the first piece of clothing that I'd ever bought myself, and it made me feel beautiful. I wore it often for 2 or 3 years, but as my style changed, I wore it less and less. Still, it hung around my closet for another 4 years because I couldn't bring myself to let it go. Purging it from my closet meant that I had to admit that I wasn't that person anymore. It meant recognizing that I was entering a different stage in my life, that my style was changing, and that I had to learn how to accept that, which was hard. Eventually, I realized that letting go of old pieces of clothing only means you're making space for items that are more in line with the person that you are now and the person that you want to be. So while it's okay to keep a few items here and there for sentimental value, pack those items away in a small keepsake box and free up that valuable closet space for items that you actually wear now. Number 3, anything that is unpleasant to wear. I'm talking scratchy sweaters, shirts that constantly ride up, shorts that can't stay out of places where they don't belong, and above all, shoes that hurt your feet. In an ideal world, your clothes should make you feel like your best self, but at the very least, it should at least not make you feel uncomfortable. It's basically impossible to feel completely confident in yourself when every step you take makes you feel like your foot is breaking. And how are you supposed to wow your coworkers with your ideas in the team meeting if all you can think about is getting home to get that poison ivy sweater you're wearing off your body? If the items are in good condition, which they probably are, because let's be honest, you don't wear them that often because they're so unpleasant to wear, donate or sell them and move on. And to make it so that you're less likely to have this issue in the future, whenever you go shopping, pay attention to the fit and the feel of the clothing as you try it on. Move around in the item. Walk around the store in those shoes. If anything feels off, skip it. I promise you that something else will come along that you love and that loves you back. Number 4, anything that is worn or frayed and can't be fixed. I've been known to wear clothing and shoes until they literally have holes in them. When I love something, I wear every last bit out of it, and unless I found the perfect replacement for it, I don't want to let it go. The plus side is that I definitely get my money's worth out of the item, which is always a good thing. But the reality is that no matter how much you love an item of clothing, once it starts to fall apart, it'll reach a point where it really stops bringing you joy and can actually add stress to your life. Like if you're so worried about the condition of the item that you start voluntarily pointing out the flaws in your clothing before other people can even notice it. Kind of like preemptively pointing out the ketchup stain on your shirt from lunch. If you find yourself having to make excuses for your clothing, that means that that item isn't actually something that you're happy wearing, no matter how much you love it. And it's time to let it go. Number 5, anything you've been meaning to fix for more than 3 months. I'm a huge fan of mending or altering clothing to extend its useful life. My mom's a seamstress, so I'm comfortable making basic repairs and alterations. And I've taken my favorite shoes to the cobbler to be reheeled and resold on multiple occasions. So I'm all for repairing clothing as the first step here. But if fixing that item of clothing keeps getting knocked to the bottom of your to-do list, maybe it's time to admit that you don't love it enough to actually take the time out of your busy schedule to fix it. So give yourself a firm deadline. You have 30 days to actually repair those items or take them to a tailor and pay to have them repaired. To maximize your chance of actually tackling this, schedule time for it in your calendar just like you would a hot date night, a doctor's appointment, or your job. If the deadline comes and goes and that shirt is still missing a button, it's time to let that item go. Number 6, special occasion clothing that you haven't worn in years. You've been invited to a gala that requires a floor-length gown. Awesome. But chances are you're not going to want to wear your prom dress to it. Now, I understand that a prom dress is one of those sentimental items that you might never part with, but the basic principle still stands. Having a closet full of one-time wear items isn't doing anything for your daily life except maybe adding to that feeling that you have nothing to wear. So here's what you should do instead. Put those sentimental items like your prom dress in storage. As for the other items, if you haven't worn them in over a year and they aren't basic staples like a little black dress or a well-fitting suit, you should probably let them go. From now on, focus on investing in versatile pieces that can be used for multiple occasions when paired with different accessories. Increase your cost per wear by letting go of this idea that you can't be seen in the same outfit at multiple events. You can also try renting your special occasion wear instead of buying it. Number 7. The gifted items that are so not you, but you feel obligated to keep them. I love my mom. Even though I'm in my 30s, she still loves buying me clothing and underwear, which makes me feel so special. But my style has changed over the years, and now, more often than not, the clothing that she gifts me aren't things that I would want to wear. For years, my solution was to hide them deep in the closet and then donate them to Goodwill after enough time had passed that I could be sure that she wouldn't ask me about them. Eventually, I started admitting to her that the items weren't my style and encouraged her to buy something off of my Amazon wish list if she really wanted to gift me an item that she could be sure that I would use. I also asked Joseph to be my wingman and drop her a reminder before a gift-giving occasion because he's her favorite. When it comes to gifted items, remember that whoever gave you the gift wanted it to make you happy. Take time to appreciate the gesture, thank the person, and then use the item in the way that best serves you, even if that means regifting it or donating it to someone who will use it. Now that you've cleared out your closet, the next step is to create a wardrobe that you love while also balancing your financial goals. And Wealthsimple can help with that. Wealthsimple is an online investing service that makes it easy to start saving and investing like a pro. Just answer a few simple questions and they'll build you a custom portfolio that's designed to fit your financial needs. Whether it's using a smart savings account to save up for your new wardrobe or building your long-term nest egg with an IRA. Best of all, it runs on autopilot. Just set up automatic transfers and let it go to work in the background. If you have any questions along the way, you can always reach out to one of their money experts for a free portfolio review. Plus, TFD viewers get a cash bonus for getting started. Check them out at wealthsimple.com/promo/lifestylefix or use the link down below in the description box. As always, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and come back every single Friday for new episodes of The Lifestyle Fix. Bye!